Grace and peace be unto you, God our Father, and our Lord Jesus Christ. I greet you in that name that is still above every name. It's true that every knee will bow, every tongue will confess that He alone is Lord. And as you come on this morning, I want to thank you for joining us and being a part of Morning Manna. It's Tuesday, the 7th day of the month, of the third month, and we are excited about having you with us. Told you yesterday, don't give up. Be steadfast, unmovable, continue to abound, and you will see that your labor is not in vain. Today, over in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, I want to talk to you from that thought. The Apostle Paul raises up something that I think is important, at least to me, and I hope to you. I'll start with the first verse, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. And this is how the Bible reads. It says, "Moreover, brethren, I would not that you should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ." Verse 5, "But with many of them God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness." Kind of gets me to this idea, this concept of, I got Jesus and that's enough, which is to indicate that seemingly no matter what I do, what I say, how I behave, as long as I got Jesus, that's enough. And I differ with that, of course, because if we go further and read even more, verse number 6 says, "Now these things were our example, to the intent that we should not lust after evil things, as they also lust." It says, "Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose to play." Verse 8 says, "Neither let us commit fornication, as some of them committed, and fell in that day 23,000. And then verse 9, "Neither let us tempt Christ, as some of them also tempted, and were destroyed of serpents." Seemingly, God is not pleased with us wearing dual lifestyles, or dual hats, or dual practices. You one thing today and tonight you're something different. You love Jesus, you're sanctified, you're filled with power and authority, and then the next day you partner with someone other than Christ. I'm not trying to be a downer or anything like that. But I do think it's important that we understand that things in the Bible were written for our learning, even though we did not experience it personally. It is in front of us, and it's something that can captivate us if we're not aware or if we don't know our past. That's why it's important that we know the past as well as the future, and certainly be acquainted with the now. My little capture that I wrote here was, they did it, shouldn't you? I think the answer is simple, and it is easy to arrive at. All of those were, and you know, we can say, oh, that was, Bishop, that was Old Testament. That was the Old Testament. That was not under the new covenant agreement that we are under. Well, see now. Paul is writing and referring to the Old Covenant. And he's reminding us that these things were done for our learning, so that we can go back and find out where they fell, and you and I don't have to fall. Listen, you know, might I suggest to you that you pray about it today? This is our day of prayer, fasting, separating time. Maybe you were just going to hit a quick prayer and go about your business, get your coffee, you know, your Starbucks, your Dunkin' Donut, your whatever, from whatever. Maybe you were just going to, you know, hit a short prayer and go do your regular routine. Well, I suggest that you at least move up to 1 o'clock p.m. Give God some time. Let him minister to you. I promise you, if you go to him in prayer, he will not cast you out. He will give you an opportunity to communicate with him, and he'll open up your eyes. I hope. That's my hope. Because I am concerned. You know, maybe I'm overly concerned, maybe. And I guess I'll find out today in prayer myself whether or not my concerns are overly concerned, or is grace enough for us. I'm out. Talk with you a little bit. Enjoy your day, would you? Have a great day.